Breaking news. You must hear this shocking information immediately. According to stunning documents just disclosed by Brics insiders, XRP is the foundation of their new currency that is backed by gold. Yes, you heard correctly. In international trading, XRP may soon take the place of the USD. You might be at the right position at the right time to profit from the US dollar's impending demise. By 2025, could XRP actually reach 1,000? I'll tell you why this might change the game. Stay tuned, because this information has the potential to completely alter your viewpoint on XRP and the direction of money. Let's get started. Let us first discuss the documents that were leaked by insiders in the Brics, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa coalition, which is a significant economic alliance. The financial community has been rocked by these documents, which expose schemes that have the potential to drastically alter the international economy. A gold-backed XRP ledger is seen in these leaked screenshots. This is enormous. Consider a digital money that is backed by the enduring worth of gold, in addition to being quick and safe. We're discussing how the biggest economies in the world are moving away from the US dollar and using XRP as the foundation of their new global reserve currency. International finance may enter a new age as a result of this. Look at this screen grab. It's a thorough plan, not simply an idea. It describes a fully functional XRP ledger that is coupled with assets backed by gold. As you can see, this might provide the new monetary system hitherto unheard of steadiness and confidence. The leak claims that this is a component of Brics' plan to switch from the US dollar to a reserve currency based on digital blockchain technology. Global trade and finance may be significantly impacted by this change. I understand that you're wondering if this is actually true. It sounds so innovative that it can't be true. Although the documents have not yet been confirmed, they originate from reliable sources that are well established within the Brics network. There is a history of reliable information coming from these insiders. Furthermore, it makes perfect sense that this might be the next logical step, given the growing mistrust of the US dollar around the globe. Change is long overdue in the global financial system. The characteristics that make XRP ideal for a new global reserve currency are speed, scalability, and security. The future of money may be redefined if Brics proceeds with this idea. Why is this occurring now? What are the main factors influencing this dramatic change in the world financial scene? In an effort to lessen their dependency on the US dollar, the Brics countries, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa are acting swiftly. De-dollarization is the name of this process, which has already started. It entails lessening the US dollar's hegemony in global finance and trade. Indeed, nations like Brazil, China, and Russia have made significant progress in lowering their holdings of US dollars. By storing more gold and other currencies, they are diversifying their foreign exchange reserves. Why? Because political unrest, inflation, and the growing risk of debt defaults have all contributed to the US dollar's decline in value. The US dollar is no longer as appealing as it once was as a reserve currency because of these issues. Let's examine the opinions of some important figures regarding this change. Citing US economic policies and sanctions that are destabilizing the world economy, Russian President Vladimir Putin has made no secret of his wish to see the USD lose its hegemony. A multipolar monetary system, in his opinion, would be more stable. Chinese officials, on the other hand, have made suggestions about substituting a new digital currency linked to gold and other commodities for the USD. This would offer a more dependable and stable substitute for the US dollar. And you know what? XRP is in a great position to be a key component of this new system. Its technology makes international transactions quick, safe, and affordable. Unverified IMF sources suggest that the shift to a digital currency backed by gold might occur as early as 2025. The global financial system would undergo dramatic change as a result. Furthermore, it is evident from the stolen Brics documents that XRP will be crucial to that shift. Implementing XRP global finance and trade. By embracing XRP, the Brics nations may circumvent the conventional banking system, steer clear of USD transactions, and establish a more rapid, affordable, and safe trading method. A more effective system of international trade may result from this. The global financial system might undergo a radical transformation as a result, becoming less reliant on any one currency and more decentralized. But hold on, this is only the start. We have not yet seen the full effects of de-dollarization and the emergence of digital currencies like XRP. Let us now discuss XRP's price and possible future. With everything going on, is it possible that XRP will reach $1,000, 0 cents by 2025? Let's dissect it and consider our options. With a current market valuation of almost $75 billion, 0 cents, XRP is already a major player in the digital currency space. However, what if XRP became the world's reserve currency and was used by the Brics countries as well as other nations? This might shift the game and significantly raise demand, which would raise its worth. Imagine the XRP's market capitalization reaching the trillions due to a huge infusion of institutional and governmental investment. This is a possible fact, not just conjecture. Let's make some guesses. The price of XRP would be about $15, 0 cents, if it were to become the world's reserve currency, and its market capitalization grew by just 10 times. That's only a rough estimate. This is a called conservative or not. There is a lot more potential. However, what if the market value of XRP skyrocketed to equal that of Bitcoin? This would represent a significant change in the cryptocurrency market. That would cause XRP to rise significantly from its present price to almost $100, 0 cents per token. However, if XRP really does become the foundation of Brics' new digital currency, some daring speculators are forecasting that it may reach $1, 0 cents per coin. Though my forecast is not completely out of the question. That would put the market value of XRP somewhere around $50 trillion, 0 cents, which is absurd, but consider it. At $100, 0 cents per coin, the market value of Bitcoin would be almost $2 trillion, 0 cents. The figures are astounding. By 2025, the price of XRP might undoubtedly soar above $1,000, 0 cents if it becomes the norm for global trade and financial operations. The financial industry would be completely transformed by this. The mathematics isn't wholly irrational, particularly as the global economy moves toward digital money. There is a lot of promise and opportunity for XRP in the future. This is the section that truly demands your attention. According to some analysts, banks and other conventional financial institutions are deliberately stifling this information. Why? Thus they stand to lose a great deal. The emergence of XRP and a new currency backed by gold could drastically weaken their influence and control over world banking. You don't see this information everywhere because of this. Big banks, financial institutions, and the mainstream media are remaining silent because they do not wish for the world to be aware of the rapid changes in the financial scene. The truth is getting out. And people like you must be prepared. It is evident that the growth of XRP is unavoidable and the authorities are making every effort to impede it. In actuality, however, this information is already available and you have the opportunity to take use of it before the general public does. Now pay close attention and hit the like button before YouTube removes this video. You will never get the whole story regarding XRP and the USD's demise from the mainstream media. Here, however, we're dissecting everything. This may be your last opportunity to purchase XRP before it reaches $1,000, 0 cents, so if you haven't already, now is the perfect moment to do so. Additionally, remember to forward this video to 3 friends who should see it. The financial future has arrived and it looks faster, more digital, and more like XRP. Thank you for watching, and keep in mind that XRP's 1,000 trip has just begun. I'll see you in the upcoming video.